easily one of my favorite pre-workout snacks. The right amount of carbs from the rice cakes and then filled with protein. There's about 50 grams of protein in this bowl. So now that I've explained the science that goes behind it, the science of fat loss, I'm gonna tell you guys every single detail of how I went from this physique to this physique. No bullshit. I want this to be the #1 stop for anyone thinking of how they should target their belly fat. So do give the video a thumbs up, guys, so people can find the video. It does so much for the channel, so if you could just take a second right now, leave the video a thumbs up so you don't forget. But there's 4 different topics: cardio, training, nutrition, and the last one I'm gonna leave for last and tell you guys. But for now, let's get into the cardio. So let me talk to you guys about cardio. The cardio I'm doing right now, walking to the gym, is the first form. Light intensity steady state cardio, also known as LISS. So this is a good way of doing cardio and being able to track it and being consistent with this type of cardio. So a brisk walk and being able to track that amount of cardio is one of the options you have for burning that stubborn belly fat. But for the second variant, I'll find you guys in the gym. So as you guys can see, I did the second form of running, high intensity interval training, and what that means is that you sprint for about a minute and then you jog for another minute. And I did this for about 20 minutes, and this is what I did. This was my form of cardio for my stubborn belly fat. And another important pro tip is that I did it fasted with no food in my stomach. So it's advised you do it in the morning when you haven't eaten anything. The idea behind it is that if you have no food in your stomach for your body to use as an energy resource, where else is it gonna get it from? It would force your body, the fats that you have in your system, as a source of energy. I'm gonna continue with cardio. Let's talk about training. Now that cardio is done, let's get on to training. So I just finished with my boy Jeezy here, finished training, and as you guys saw, that was my entire training program. So why is lifting weights so ideal for losing weight? The advantage of weightlifting is that you're still able to burn calories while you're resting. When you're training, you're damaging your muscle fibers, and when you're sleeping at night, your body's repairing them. Thus, that's still burning calories for you to repair all those muscle fibers you damaged. That's why weight training is absolutely fantastic for burning weight. For ladies as well, the idea of getting toned, you need to lift weights. You will not look like a guy, but you will get that desired body that you want. And then the second thing that you have to take into consideration is the ab workout. The ab workout, you guys saw I do 4 sets of 10 of leg raises. Then you saw me do as well crunches on a decline bench, and you saw me doing twisting oblique curls, and I do them. That's absolutely great. So training and cardio, that is 30% of losing all that stubborn belly fat. So let's go on to the next section, and that is 70% of losing all that belly fat. And then I'll go on to the last and final thoughts. And as you guys can see, we're back in my kitchen, and as people say that abs are made in the kitchen, and that is the honest truth, guys. If there's one thing that I've learned in my years is that abs are made in the kitchen. So you guys can see I have a chicken breast there in the back and some mixed veg, and I'll show you guys what I have. But the most important idea is for your diet is that you are in a caloric deficit. You're eating less than what your body needs, and your body is going to compensate with that by going after your fat. And over time, it's going to direct different parts of your body, and eventually it will get to your belly fat. And that is the biggest thing that I learned in losing the belly fat. So I'm going to show you a few of the meals that I prepare, but I have plenty full day of eating videos on the channel showing you guys all the meals I eat step by step and how I got shredded. But 70% in the kitchen. Enjoy the edit of the food. So as you guys saw, I have prepared my food. As you guys can see here, I have my big meal here. And then, you know, to be honest with you guys, we don't live in a perfect world, and this does fit my macros. I have 1 packet of Oreos here and Coke Zero on my diet. I had this throughout my prep, and I'm not saying it in a bragging way. I'm just saying that moderation in anything that you eat is always okay. So if you're eating anything in moderation, it's fine. So also another pro tip. I know many of you guys know this already, but the app I use to track all my foods to make sure that I'm hitting my goals every day is an app called MyFitnessPal. As you guys can see, hopefully it will focus. Let us see if it does. MyFitnessPal right there. Boom. I click on that, and you're able to focus, and you're able to track all the foods that you put in there, and you scan it. You add all the foods you eat there daily, and I'm going to come to the conclusion in the video. So I said there were 4 topics. I started with cardio. I talked about high intensity interval training. This is just what I did. And then I talked about training, my training program that I use, guys. I train with high intensity and I train hard. Like I said, link in Facebook. My description to Facebook is there. Just message me. I'll email you my program. Number 3 was my diet, guys. So hit your diet every day. You need to hit your diet every day, and you need to make sure that you're in a caloric deficit. If you see you're stepping on the scale every day, your body weight isn't dropping, it should be a good indication to you that maybe you need to eat a bit lower. But you know, that's for another video. And I said there was a 4th topic, and that is consistency. If you're not training consistently, and if you're not eating your foods, hitting your macros every day consistently, no, you will not lose all that belly fat. And sometimes for you to get from point A to point B, it's going to take a while of consistency. And those 2 videos I showed you guys, in reality, we don't live in a perfect world, and I messed up throughout my diet like anybody does. And in that time, it took me 5 months to lose all that belly fat, and that is the reality. Sometimes it takes consistent work over time. And you know, a goal isn't achieved overnight. Losing all that belly fat isn't overnight. I see all these videos on here, and they're like, lose it in 7 days, etc., etc. I'm real. The reality is it takes a while. Some people it takes faster, some people it takes longer. But end of my rant, guys. If you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Watch the previous video here. Subscribe here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.